All right, Malagueña. This one has tons of great techniques to work on and tons of things to practice. So let's take a look at the first thing. We're going to make an E chord, and we're just going to alternate between the biggest string and the little string, and then the next string and that little string. So we go 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 2 to 1 with that E chord, 2, 1, open, open down there. So we're going to do that twice. And this is in kind of a 3-bass time. This is like a 6/8. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and, see what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to give you a 3 count. We'll say 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that again a little slower. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you could get into a little loop on that and just keep practicing that. Let's do that a little bit. 1, 2, 3. And you might practice that with just different chords. Just has a great little technique for picking. Okay, so we'll go back to this one we got. Now we're going to jump down to this lower 2 and 1 and open. We're going to have 2 on the G string to little open, and then 1 on the second string to that little open. And then we go to the open on that second string, back to this 2, open on the G there, to the 3 on the D string to that little open. So each time it's the little open that you're alternating with. Okay, so it's... Okay, so if we put those together, we got... Okay, and that was like 2 bars of that A minor, so now we're back to the E. Okay, now we're going to go back to this beginning of this E chord, but it's going to end up a little bit different. We're going to go... Okay, so we're going to go up from this 2 on the G string. Still the little string each time alternating. 2, 4, 5, and then second string 3, 5, 6. So some cool sounds in there, right? Okay, so we had... This is the new part. 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 6. And then we're going to have a new part. Okay, that's our new part. So we have the big 2, and then we have the rest of that chord, the 1, open, open. And then we're going to flip this around. So we're going to have 2, 4, and 3, and open. What we're going to do is we're going to go bass note to highest note, to then the chord, to the high note, chord, high note again. So it's... And then we're going to go to this 2, 1, 0, and go... So we'll do the 2, the G string to the little E, and then chord, high note, just like the other one did. So it's... And then we have a little riff. So that's 0, 1, 3, little open, 3 to 1. So B, C, D, E, G, F. Okay, so this whole new part is... We do it twice. Now we're going to move on, we're going to go... So we're going to have 2 on the big one, 3 on the second, open on the little one, 4... 4 slides into 7, so it's... And then we're going to go... So we go big 2 to these 5s in the middle strings there, 3rd and 2nd strings, little 5 to 8, and each time we got to pop back to this bass note. This time we go 2 and we go... So that's like a D shape, and we're doing the 3rd and 1st strings to the 2nd, and then same thing down here, 2 frets lower. And now we're gonna go 2 to little open, and then 6, 7, open, open, going down. Okay, so. And then we're gonna have a series of like coming back to the 6. So this one we go 2 to the 6 on the second, and then we go 6, 7, 6, open, and then we go 2, middle finger 6, 7, 5, 6, open. So some great stuff going on here. So let's take a look back. Okay, that's our main part. That's gonna go twice. And then we start again the same, but then we're gonna do that 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 6 walk up. And then we're in our new part. Okay, I'll do that real slow. Right, and that goes twice, and then we're into our latest thing. Okay, so you had the 2, 3, open, 4, 4, 7, and then we had the 2 to the middle 5s, little 5 to 8, and then we have 2, and this one we get a little bit of a pause there. This is the quarter note, so we get to go 1. Here we had that D shape, 3rd and 1st strings to 2nd, down 2 the same, and then we had the 2 to the little open, and then 6, 7, open, open. So 2, open, 6, 7, open, open, and then 2 to the 6, 6, 7, 6, open, and then 2 to the 6 with the middle finger, because we have this shape, 6, 7, 5, 6, open. Then we have a new thing that's going to go. So that's big string, open, 3rd string with the 4th fret, go down to the 3 on the 2nd string, so, and then make like an A minor shape. And we have the 2, 2, 1. We're gonna go the big 2 with the 1 on the 2nd to the 1 in between them. Then the last one is 3, 2, and open. We're gonna hit the open down here on the 2nd string with the big 3 and go to the 2. So this whole last little part is. Okay, and then it goes back to the. We do that again, we go. We go. We do this whole thing again to the open, 6, 7, open, open. And the ending. Okay, so let's take a look at everything we have done so far. We had. Let's do a little play along with that first thing right there, nice and slow. I'll give you a 1 and 2 and 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then we'll go to that A minor. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll do the E again. 2, 3. Keep on going to the A minor this time. Start with E again, and this is the one that walks up. 2, 4, 5. Use whatever fingers you like. I gotta use these the most. 3, 5, 6. Remember, each time it's the little E string. And then we're into this new part. We got. Right, we'll do that one again. And then we have our last part we were doing. And then we had. Okay, and then we're into the same type of stuff. Okay, and then you'd be back into. All right, stay tuned for more of that Malagueña. All right, this is Malagueña Part 2. We're going to start with the E chord here, 2, 1, open, open. We're going to go. We're going to do those first 3 notes coming on down, and then we're going to go. So we're going to have the 1, open, open, kind of faster than those others. So right in a row on those, and then we're going to come back to the second string and back to the big 2. So it's okay, nice and slow for the first 3, and then the next 4 are really fast. And you end on that 2. Then we do that thing twice. But that time we only go 1, open, open, and we're done with that riff. So. So the 1, open, open, those are fast compared to the ones before them. Okay, then our next measure is we're gonna wait for the 1, 1, 2, 3. So that was the little E string open. So. 1, 2, 3. So this is really in 6/8, but I'm looking at these next sections as just 3-beat pieces, so I put them in kind of like little 3/8 measures. It's going to be easier to read them and make more sense of them that way, I think. So we got da-da-dum, and we have 1, 2, 3, and then we get into a 3-beat thing. So we have 2, 1, and open on the next one. So the 2, 1, and open on these 3 down here hit as a chord. Then we have the little open 3 on the second string. So that's our first kind of measure where we're looking at these kind of 3s as they go 1, 2, 3 each time. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Next one is going to go 2, 1, 1. Sometimes people will do it like that. If you have trouble with this other one here, it's hard to get that bar and get that finger over top. So 2, 1, 1 to open on the small one to 1 over here. So these 2 pieces are like. Okay, then we're going to go to a G, open, open, and 3. Hit the 3 again, go to the 1 over here on the second string. And then we have opens on these top 3. 1 and open on the second string. So all these pieces together go. And be sure to download the free tab on this, it'll help out a lot. Now we have an F chord, 3, 2, 1. 1 open after that, so we hit that 1 twice. Now we're going to go 3, 2, 3. We're going to put the pinky on the 3rd fret of the second string. So the 1 to the open. And then 2 and 1 on the top 2. 1 to 2 on the G. E chord. So that's the first part of this thing. So it starts with 1, 2, 3. 2 beats on that little open, right? So 1, 2, 3. Two, and so it's kind of like the 3 beat happens on the next one. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, little E again, and then we have 2 on the G with little 5. Hit the 5 twice, go to the 4. So, and then we're gonna have 2 on the G string, 3rd string with little 3, 3, 1 open on the little string. So this is like a. And then we're going to have open G with little 3, 3, 3, 2. And then G again with 1, open, 3 on the second. And then we have 3 up here, this F note, big 3 with little 1, 1, 1, open. Keep that 3 up there, 3, 1, 3, the second string. So let's look at all these again. We got. Okay, now we're going to go to big 2 with little opens. To the 4 right here, and then 2 in the bass, 3, 1 open on the second string. So this new part is. And then we're going to go 2 and 1 on the 3rd and 2nd strings. Hit 2 more of those 1s. gonna hit the 2 and 1 again. 1, 3, 1. And then we're gonna hit both opens. Open, open, open again on the 2. Opens again. 2, open on the G. 3 and 2 up here. Open to 1, the second string. We'll go over this too. And then big 3 with this 3, 1, 3. On the second string, E chord. And that'll hold 2 bars actually on that one. Okay, so this whole section here, we got so just take your time with that. Really cool stuff. Check out the tab. Now we get back to our part A from lesson 1, which was, so we had big 1, that's an E chord, 2, 1, open, open. So we got big 1 to little 1, and then 3rd string to 1st string, 2nd string to 1st string. Okay, so we'll do that twice. And then we come down to the A minor. We got 2, 1, open. We're gonna go 2 to little open, 1, open on the second, and then 2, open, 3. So if you've seen part 1 of this, you already know that part. And if you haven't seen part 1, be sure to go back and check out part 1. There will be a part 3 also, and I'll put them all together probably in a couple weeks. Put it out as one big long one. Okay, so we got we do that twice. Okay, now we get into an interesting technique, tremolo picking. That's where we're gonna have 2 fingers down here hitting quick notes. So instead of just, we're gonna go. So what I'm doing is, I like to use the middle finger and then the first finger to double it. So big 2, 2 opens. And then the 1, 2 opens, and then the open, 2 opens. So it's. Then we're gonna come down to the A minor. So same thing, you have the 2, always 2 opens on the small one. 1, open, 2, open, 3. Okay, so the whole thing is. We do it twice. Different ending this time. So that was 2, open on the second, 1. So that was a reverse order. So 2, open, 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so the 3, 1, 3 was on the second string there. Okay, so once again, our new part. Okay, and then second ending where we go up. And then we're back to that part A of the song where we don't do the doubles. Okay, so that's a little preview of what's coming up in part 3. We're gonna do a little review here. We got right, this is part 3 of Malagueña. This one starts with the 12th fret. And we're going to pull off to the open and hit one more open right there. Same with 4, 7. And we're going to repeat that whole thing there. So you could just go 12, 0, 0, and pick them all. But if you can get used to the pulling it off, it makes less picking, and so you can kind of do it a little faster. And it sounds real cool as well. So, and I like to, when I do a pull off, I like to pull towards the ground, especially on the lowest string, because there's no string to get, tangled up with. But it makes it pop and sound nice and loud. So. So we do the 12 and 4 and 7 twice, and then we're going to move into the A minor notes. We have 5, same type of thing with the pull off. 8, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, so we do the whole thing twice. So we go. Okay, so let's take that real slow. I'll say 1 and then we'll get going. So 1 and okay, so we'll have kind of that pace, a little bit slower maybe. 1 and again, and then the 5, 8, 7, 5, 3, 1. Okay, let's try those. The 5, 8, 7, 5, 3, 1. 1 and okay, so that whole section B. Right, and we do that twice. So that's a good one to practice. And then we have the next section. It's going to start the same. But it's going to go up this time. It's going to go 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, so that new one is. Okay, so cool stuff, right? All right, so. Then the next section. Okay, so that one only goes once, and then we're back into our main thing. Right? From both the first lesson and the second, we do this one. Big string, little string, we got the E chord going. So each alternate note goes up a higher string there. Do that twice. Then we have the A minor one. Okay, so we have the 2, little open, 1, open, 2, open, 3. So check out if you need more time on that, check out the first 2 lessons as well. Of course, you're gonna wanna get them all. They will be packaged together here very soon in a week or so. Okay, so we got, this is part A. We do that twice. Okay, then we get into part B, which starts the same. But here it walks up. It goes 2, open, 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so we got, this is part B. Okay, and then we do part C, which is the, okay, then we do the part D, which was like a variation on that. The one that goes straight up the neck there. Okay, then we're back to our part A. Just one time, and then into part B, the variation. Now we're getting towards the end of the song. We have strums. So this is very flamenco kind of style. We got like 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So here we introduce a new chord. 3, 2, open, open. We're also going to have 5, 4, open, open. And this is a thing where you can get into like a. Think about how I'm going. I'm kind of taking these. It's like a flamenco technique, right? Where you kind of you scratch your nails, but you also kind of like flick through the 3 fingers or so. So I'm still doing the down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But each one of those first ones of the down, up, down, up, down, up, I'm trying to do that flangle thing. Okay, so we go from regular E chord, 3, 2, open, open, 5, 4, open, open, back to the E. So let's check that out again. We got 2, 3, and. Okay, our last thing is going to be 3, 1, open, open, back to the E. And if you want to see somebody who's great at that flamenco technique on baritone ukulele, check out Taimane. She's probably the greatest baritone ukulele player in the world. And she's got all like the perfect nails and everything. She knows just how to hit it all, you know. She'll be doing like one of these classical tunes and all of a sudden pop into like Stairway to Heaven for a second, back to a different classical tune. Like, so she's amazing. Check out Taimane, Taimane, I believe. Okay, so let's look at this again. We got. Okay, that's kind of your ending there, that 3, 1, open to 2, 1, open, open. Okay, so let's go through everything we had. Here we go. Okay, so that's our first little sections with the pull-offs. And then we have our A section. Twice. And then we have our B part. The one that walks up. Okay, then we're back to. Going up. Okay, then we have our A. Only once, and then we're going to do part B going up. And then we're into our chords. We have the E, and this is like kind of an F with some of the E notes, and a G with some of the E notes. So we got, remember it's 1 and 2 and 3 and twice. And on each time, the first one of those kind of 6 strums, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Each time on the 1, that's where you try to get your thing going. All right, Malagueña, third part. Hope you dug it. Peace out.